Barbara Walters came of age in the era where women were still an unknown and unproven quality in journalism. And she was the first woman to anchor a network evening news broadcast when she came to ABC in 1976. And when she created The View in 1997, it was as if Barbara had proven everything she needed to prove to the men in television. Now it was time to concentrate on what the women had to say.
Barbara took that adorable little lisp, and from the very first, way back before any of you remember, she was a speechwriter at the White House. And so she ended up drafting the lines that have become iconic, that are among the most famous lines of the 20th century. We have nothing to fear but fear itself.
At least the magazine printed a letter Barbara had written to me as I was about to go on the air. And it said, CBS could not have made a better choice. I mean this in all sincerity, and I look forward to seeing you very often now that you'll be in New York. I won't be able to catch you on camera, but I hope we'll get together off camera. And for God's sake, let's avoid all those people in and out of the media who may try to create a feud between us. We like each other too much. Much love and affection, Barbara.
When I was covering the White House during the Carter and Ford administrations, I spent a good part of my life living in fear that Barbara Walters was going to scoop me. Barbara's given credit for breaking many barriers for women. I want to tell you something about Barbara. She's pretty good about breaking through barriers of all kinds, whether they're police lines or security lines. Barbara always found a way to get around them, under them, and most of the time went just right through them to get the story. And those of us who were competing against her had to be very much aware of that. This woman, and I'll just say this right out, flat out, is the single best reporter that I ever competed against.
And I thought you might want to know what my qualifications were. You heard some of them. But there are some that you don't know, and this is really, I think, why I'm getting the award. First of all, I do not sweat on the air. Never. I am never too hot, even while my co-anchors on The View are fanning themselves through menopause. Second, I never seem to have to go to the bathroom. This is no easy achievement, but it means I can sit through long debates and endless questions and answer periods. Third, like the song, That's Why the Lady is a Tramp, I go to the theater, I never come late, and I never leave at intermission. So these are very important qualifications that not all of you journalists have, right? So how far have I come? Well, I have lived to see a black president, a woman anchoring the evening news, and the right to sit with a girlfriend on a Saturday night and still be waited on. I have had an amazing career. I have met world leaders, kings and queens and heroes and villains and movie stars and wannabes. I have interviewed every U.S. president since Abraham, no, every U.S. It was a typo. Every U.S. president since Richard Nixon. I still have not interviewed the Queen of England or the Pope, and I hope one day in the not too distant future, I will be interviewing the first female president of the United States. Contrary to what has been said today, I really am retiring in a year from what will have been 50 years of the most exciting and demanding career a person could have. 37 of those years at ABC News, 13 years before on the Today Show on NBC. I never thought it would happen. I never thought I would have that career. And look at me now, I still have my own teeth and my own hair and my own faith in the future. If achievement means having dear friends who are here today and colleagues who wish me well, then just look around.